Welcome to CBC Connections. As we've been talking about regathering together as a group, as a church, elders have been praying endlessly about this plan that we've been trying to come up with will help us to work through this issue, this corona time, and to plan out not just what we're doing in the near future, but further down the line as well. So they've been working on the plan, which we're going to kind of talk a little bit about today. The deacons have been working tirelessly to provide the supplies that we're going to need when we begin to regather and begin to reuse the building and come up with some ideas in terms of how to clean it and keep everybody safe in the midst of all this. I'm going to say this, and it's been said by others, so I'm just going to steal it from them, but it goes for us as well. We, as elders, as leaders in your church, are kind of building the plane in midair. That's just kind of how it is. We don't know what's going to happen throughout the summer, throughout the fall, throughout next winter, and so we're trying to figure out a plan that will work for us going forward, that we'll be able to dial up or dial back, depending on what's going on with the pandemic around us in our community. So before I give some dates in terms of when we're going to begin to gather, I'm just going to give kind of an overall view of the plan for us to begin with. We've divided it into 5 different levels. Level 1 is where we are right now. That's what we've been doing the last 10 weeks. Everything's virtual, and that's done online. Level 2 is an outdoor drive-in service where you stay in your car, and hopefully we're still working on some of the things that we need to pull these things off, but where it'll be a radio transmission on an FM receiver, and so you'll be able to dial in your car and listen in. If we don't have that, because they're hard to get right now, because every church is trying to find them, we'll begin kind of just being loud out in the field out back. Hopefully, though, we'll have that soon for us. So that's a drive-in service. Then level 3 is an outdoor, we're calling it a lawn chair Sunday service. We call it picnic style, of a blanket or lawn chairs. You bring those from your own home, and we kind of spread out in the field, socially distancing, and be a little bit further apart, but able to be outside of our cars and actually have a little more interaction with one another. The 4th level then is coming back into the church, and this might not be till the fall. We'll see how that goes and how everything pans out. But at this point, coming back into the church itself, into our sanctuary with limited services, so and also then multiple services, so that we can continue to social distance and meet the requirements that we're trying to help our community, help keep people safe in the midst of that. And then level 5 is full-on worship service in our church, as either we have in the past or how it's going to be going forward. So those are kind of the 5 levels of that. Again, level 1 is what we're doing right now, and so we're going to continue to do that for the time being, working towards our mission with life groups, with youth group as Noah's doing that, and the other things. We're trying to stay a little bit more just on Sunday morning at this point, but those virtual gatherings are level 1, and so that's where we are right now. Level 2 then is where we are going to move towards, and I'm going to say we're going to move towards that on June 7th by God's grace, if He allows us to do that, with the setup and trying to get all that ready for that. So these are some of the parameters that we're looking at. In-person gatherings, it's going to be outdoor church. It's going to be stay in your car, so you'll be able to wave to people, see them, say hi across out the window of your car, but we're going to ask you to stay in your car. We're shooting for a 45-minute service, which is going to be mostly singing and a message to go with that. There might be some other things that we'll include into that over as the summer goes on. Children's Church, we're looking to download that, similar to what we've been doing online on our website. Download that at home and then bring that to the service to watch, or if you have the kids to watch, earphones for the kids or headphones would be very helpful for them, so that you can listen to the message while they listen to their message. The bathrooms will be open for emergency use only, and when you walk in the building, there'll be somebody there with hand sanitizer to squirt you, welcome you, and so you can come in and use the bathroom, and then the bathrooms will be cleaned, wiped down when you're done, as well as then after the service also. All these things cause extra protocol in terms of pulling them off. So the message is going to continue to be streamed. We're working on that ability to stream it live, and so it will be, hopefully anyway, God willing, streamed, and we'll be able to bring that. So if you can't come into church or into this level 2 or 3 or whatever it is, we're going to continue streaming, I guess, from now on. So that will just be a given. Again, as I say, this is going to be June 7th, which will be next, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. And I'm going to say this again, similar to the comment that we're building the plane in midair. This is all subject to change. We don't know what's going to happen in the next week, the next month. We get new information from our people in office on a daily basis, and so it's all subject to change. We're trying to build into our plan the ability to either dial up and have more interaction or dial back if we need to, and continue to have worship services as well. So as I say that, again, I'm just going to reiterate one more time, probably one more time, it'll probably be numbers more times. Romans 14 and verse 19, I think, is the key to that. Let us therefore make every effort to do what leads to peace and mutual edification. And I think that becomes very important for us as we gather together, as we either wear masks or hand sanitize or take our temperature at the door. Some of the different things that are going to be taking place as we move through these different levels of meeting together again. And so doing what is best to lead to peace and mutual edification, I think, becomes a key for us as a church, because again, the community's watching what we're going to be doing and how we're doing it and how we're treating one another in the midst of all this. And so that's kind of our plan going forward at this point. And as we go forward with some of the other plans in terms of children's ministries and life group ministry and some of the other things that are ongoing in the church, we'll probably be doing those in a similar fashion to this. But each of them will have their own individual kind of aspects to them because they're different ministries. And so anyway, God bless, and we will look forward to regathering together Sunday, June 7th, and we'll see you then.